What does your morning commute cost you? If you're in Paris, you might fork out 75 euros a month for an all zones Navigo pass. If you want to go everywhere in London, the same will set you back about 445 euros. But say you're in Luxembourg or Tallinn, you're going to pay absolutely nothing, thanks to free, fair public transport.
It's effective for citizens registered in Tallinn. You can use for free Tallinn local buses, trolley buses, trams, and local trains within the city border.
It's to create awareness. It's to really push forward the discussion inside the population to really rethink their way, how they move around.
More than 50 cities and towns in Europe have introduced free public transport, citing climate ambition and social equality as primary motivators.
It works the same way when we go to a public park. Nobody is asking us to pay for every minute or every hour that we spend in a park. So why not consider public transport part of that system and part of that social agreement?
So how has it worked out in these two cases? In Luxembourg, the number of daily tram users is on the rise, but there doesn't seem to be fewer cars on the roads of this small country. Estonia shows similarly mixed results in its capital.
For 1 year, there was an increase in ridership. Most of this was not shift from cars to public transport. It was from walking to public transport. And what we actually saw in the Tallinn context was that the shift from public transport to cars went on. So in sustainable mobility terms, it actually hasn't proven to be effective.
Across Europe, fares typically cover less than 30% of the cost of public transport. So highly political experiments like these don't actually cost that much. But they do tend to show it's worth spending more on infrastructure.
If you don't have a complete vision, a new strategy, and if you don't have an investment program on which you show that you improve the connections, that you improve the quality of the public transport, then only introducing free public transport, that's not a good idea.
For those who own a car and drive it every day, this 20 euro monthly fare is not an issue of cost, it's rather the speed of public transport and the comfort. We need more affordable public transport, but we need also that it's well integrated with different systems, the regional public transport and the local public transport.
All in all, free public transport is not a panacea, but rather one of many incentives to ensure better and more sustainable mobility.
Can be part of some major shift that we're doing as a society, which consists of probably increasing gas prices, for at least for some people, probably curbing automobility further, probably taxing aviation, probably reducing the presence of cars not only in city centers but across urban areas so that everybody has access to quality air, to quality public space. That's the stick. And then there are a number of carrots, and FFPT is one of the carrots. There must be more of those. It's a case of a social policy that takes the working class as the main kind of audience of its impact. I think there is very few other transport and mobility measures, instruments that do exactly that.